In this lesson, I want to explain gumball and object transforms. First, we are going to the perspective view, but double click on its icon, and we are going to the perspective. First, learn how to insert or create an object. Click on this cube box here. First, you can first click and then second click for its base, and third click for add its height. As you can see, we have create a 3D object here, simple 3D object. In default, in a Rhino, I will be explain all of them in detail. Don't worry. We just want to explain gumball with this. In default, the software is in a wireframe, and you see something like this when you create any object. Click on this arrow. A list will open, and click on shaded. I will explain all of this in next lessons. Shaded, you can see 3D object with the shaded mode. When you click an object, by default, it hasn't any gumball or 3D gizmo like other 3D softwares. You can just click and drag it and move it on a Cplane, a Rhino called Cplane. And here we have a word coordination. Y is green, X is red, and Z is blue. Okay. But the up direction of the word of Rhino is Z, but in other softwares, Maya 3D Max or especially Cinema 4D is up vector is Y. Okay. To activate a gumball, come here and simply click on the gumball. As you can see, a gumball will be appear here. I'll change the settings in object, but the default is in a word. When you click a gumball, it's automatically create a gumball for you at the center of image, any object. We have 3 axes here. As you can see, you can click and drag it to change the object. As you can see, the previous location, the location of the object appear like a ghost, and you can transfer it in a new position like this. You can simply click and drag in any direction that you want, or click on this handle and type a number, for example 50 centimeter. Our unit is centimeter. You can change it, and you can simply rotate it in any direction that you want with click and drag on these handles, or click and right angle to rotate with the accurate angle or exact angle. When you want to move the object freely, click on this dot in the center of, as you can see, all 3 axes will be dark or black. It means all of it active, and you can click and drag in any direction that you want. Another ability of the gumball is this. You can click and drag to scale the object in, for example, X direction, Y direction, or Z direction. As you can see, the previous scale of the object appear like a ghost, and a new scale will be appear like this. Okay, it's interesting. For reaching to the setting of the gumball, you have to click on this circle. Okay, click. Something else. I want to forget something. As you can see, when you move your view, a square will appear here. When you bringing the mouse over them, 2 axes will be active, and you can move your object in 2 axes. Change the view like this. As you can see, the square appear here is dynamically, and you can move your object in the Z and Y axis here. You can change on both. When you want to scale a whole object with aspect ratio proportionally, you can hold Shift and click and drag like other object. or like other software. If you want to scale the object in a 2D axis, go on this square, hold shift and click and drag. As you can see, it's scaled in 2 directions. Don't forget that the software has a very accurate and powerful scale, move, and rotation. Here, I will told you, don't worry, but it is just for gumball. To access the setting of the gumball, we have 2 methods. Oh, sorry, another thing I forget to tell you. As you can see, if you want to copy object with the gumball, hold Alt and click and drag. As you can see, a plus icon will be appear on the mouse, and release the mouse, and then Alt, you can copy them, move them. Like a Windows, you can hold on Shift to click and select any object that you want. As you can see, the gumball goes to average of position of the objects, and you can hold Control and remove the object from selection. Okay, you can do this with the gumball simply. Another interesting thing in a gumball is to extrude something. This is a simple cube that creates from some faces. As you can see, these are faces. For selecting those faces, learn now. I will explain you in the detail. Don't worry. Just from now, for explaining a gumball, hold Ctrl Shift click. You can select these faces. These are not polygon, they are nerves. We are in a nerves modeling polygon software. And another handle will be appear here in the blue dot. You can extrude your face like this. And we have another face here. As you can see, the darker border. You can hold Ctrl Shift click here in another face, and you can change that face in this, or click anywhere in the software to deselect, hold Ctrl Shift click, and as you can see, this circle will be in that color of when the circle is in a blue, turn blue, in a red, turn red. You can just click on that and extrude it. Ctrl Shift click, and you can simply rotate or holding Shift or scale it in these 2 axes. Or you can rotate your face. So you can see, you can do it with a gumball. Very easy. To access the settings, you can click in here. I will explain you now. Okay, as you can see, I want to tell you these options, and then that. Align to Cplane, align to object. You can align the direction of the Cplane gumball to word. This is by default in the word. As you can see, the direction of the face is in this direction, but it is straight with a word. This is word coordinate here. The direction, the Z is up. You can access its settings by click this circle, or simply right click and hold. When you right click in a Rhino, the last comment will be appear. Okay, so you have to right click and hold. As you can see, a list icon appear on the mouse, and release the mouse, and you can access the settings. Sometimes clicking on this circle is very difficult. Okay, align to Cplane or align to word is similar to each other, but we have to explain the Cplanes, changing Cplanes, and you can, this is Cplane. This is, as you can see, this grid is Cplane in Rhino. You can align it in this direction of the Cplane. But in this case, the Cplane and word are the same, but align to the object. See the gumball? As you can see, it's aligned to the object direction, and you can change it. It's aligned, it's normal and direction. Okay, as you can see, you learn how to align. Oh, you can see it's very hard to select that, and right click. Okay, here we can turn on or off on gumball. It's here. These are align and align to view. As you can see, it's aligned to view. The Z axis is in the direction of your camera. Okay. By default, I like it to align to the object. Okay. Sorry, Control Shift click, right click. Okay. Now going to relocate gumball. If you want to change the location of the gumball, I want to give an example with a new cube here. Click it, the gumball. You can hold Control. Okay, if you want to relocate your gumball freely, you can simply hold Control. As you can see, if you hold Alt, you can copy that. If you hold Shift, nothing happens. If you hold Control and click on this white circle at the center of the gumball, hold Control and click, and then release the Control, and you can change your gumball freely in any space that you want. Okay. If you want to reset your location or your gumball, simply click on and access to setting and reset gumball. So everything go to the back, or you can by bringing to the word. If you bring it to the word, align to the word, bring to the center of the object. So you learn holding Control and click. Okay, I want to learn a little thing about snapping. As you can see, you can here enable the N snap. When you enable N snap, everything that you are doing in the software snap to these corners, snap to the points. Okay. I want to relocate, for example, as you can see, when you rotate the object, it's rotate in the middle of it. For example, I want to rotate the object from this axis, in this edge. You can relocate your gumball in two ways. As I said before, hold Control and click once and release the Control. And because of the N snap, as you can see, it's a snap to the edge or point at the phone, and release your mouse, and you can simply rotate your object and that axis. Another method for relocating the axis here is to settings, relocate gumball. You can, in this mode, you have to draw axis. Click first click to specify the center of the gumball. Second click, you can define the alignment of the x-axis. Click, and as you can see, after that you can change the direction of the y-axis. Sorry, okay, the y-axis in green, and you click. As you can see, you relocate your gumball here. You can relocate it again. Click on this. Relocate again, for example, on this. On this, it's not important. Click first, and you can, for example, change it. As you can see, we changed the direction of the Y, and you can rotate your object at that. But so you learn to how to relocate your gumball. Another interesting setting is auto reset. When you change your gumball and everything done, it's auto reset in everything in a initial settings. I don't like that. You can activate or inactivate that. Okay, going down, and another setting is snappy dragging or smooth dragging. As you can see, if you drag your, this is dragging, drag your gumball. In a default, it is on snappy dragging. When you click on a snapping dragging, As you can see, you can click and drag, and your mouse is free to move. If you going your mouse over on these points, because of the end snap is active, you can snap your mouse over on any direction. As you can see, this is snapping. Sometimes it is annoying, but you can disable it by smoothing dragging. As you can see, our mouse is smoothing and nothing snapping to nothing, and I can drag smoothly. Another setting, as important, another setting is, be sure to activate that. As I said in the previous lesson, rotate a view around the gumball. For example, my object is that direction. I want to click on that. If you click, you can rotate around that object. If you click that object, rotate around that object. It's very important and easy method to rotate around the object. In the previous method, we select on it, going to zoom to selected, and we can select it. Because of enable on gumball, enable it rotate view around the gumball. And drag strings. The window will pop up if you drag your object in any axis. You can see its speed is normal at the speed of the mouse, but if you reduce its speed, for example 10, as you can see, you have to drag a mouse in a long direction, and the object is very slower than the mouse. This is drag strings. You can turn it to 100 and drag it smoothly. Okay, and if you want more setting, you can go to setting. The main setting or rhino option will be pop up, and going to the gumball. Here are settings in general. You can enable gumball, rotate view around the gumball is important, snapping and smooth. You can change the color, you can change the menu ball color, and you can change any size in a gumball, size of the axis, size of this ball, size of this icon. You can change them by yourself and see what happened in the gumball. You can change all of them. It is very customizable, and you can customize it yourself, and then hit OK, or you can reset your defaults. I will be explain all of these settings. Most of them are very important, and we will reach to them. Okay, another important and interesting setting above the gumball, as you saw before, was extruding. You have to click anywhere to deselect object, Control Shift to click an object, and this blue or red or green circle will appear to extrude. You can insert this curve. Click on this circle, one click. I will be explaining all of them. Don't worry. One click for the specify the center, second click for specify rotation, radius or diameter, and here are curve. As you can see, the gumball appear on the curves. Anything in an object that you want to select that. Okay, you can change the direction or anything else. But as you can see, this circle will appear here also, and you can extrude your curve. Simply click and drag it, and you can extrude your curve. Control Shift click, it's not appear here. Okay, you can change it here. Another interesting for a gumball are in interesting method of modeling, subdivision modeling. Here we have the subdiv model. For example, a plane here. I will be explaining all of you. This is another method, powerful method of modeling. These are nerves, these are subdiv modeling. Okay, as you can see, this is a gumball, and that circle will appear here. You can click and drag it to model your object. As you can see, it's smooth. You can hold, for example, Control Shift click on this surface. These are not polygons. You can simply click and drag. As you can see, this is subdivision modeling. These are very smooth. You can hold this circle to this direction to extrude it. You can simply hold shift to scale it, or in this direction. As you can see, we can simply modeling a very interesting in subdiv. Okay, or you can extrude inner. Okay, you can start your modeling, complex modeling with these two methods in Rhino. You can do anything in your idea in Rhino. The Rhino is very powerful, and as I said here, if you want to buy the Rhino, says I love Rhino. Okay, this is a gumball and transform tool, but we have a very powerful transform tools, rotate tools, scale tools here also.
Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.